Hey everyone, I was chatting with my mother-in-law this past week, and we were talking about the big run-up in price of Bitcoin up into the low $70,000. And then, of course, it's pulled back by a few $1,000s and then has bounced around mostly in the high $60,000 since then. And anyway, so she said, we were chatting about it, and she was like, yeah, it's kind of like climbing stairs. You know, you take 5 steps forward, 3 steps back, et cetera, et cetera. And I thought that was a fantastic analogy, and I wanted to expand on it in this video. So yes, the price of Bitcoin and the climbing price of Bitcoin is like climbing stairs, and except it's not uniform. And I've explained in other videos why it will never be uniform, why the nature of a high upside asset will never be a slow and gradual upward trajectory or even a fast upward trajectory. That's just never how high growth assets behave, and I've explained in other videos why that is. Okay, so yes, the climbing price of Bitcoin is very much like climbing stairs, where it's 5 stairs up, and then 3 back, and then another 6 steps up, and then 2 steps back, and then another 3 steps down, and then 5 steps up again. And so what matters is zooming out. What matters is zooming out and saying, where are we as compared to where we were at some point in the past? And especially, how has that trended over time? So the price of Bitcoin over the last 10 years is the best performing asset in the entire world. And so, give me 1 second here, I gotta cross the street. Sorry, I gotta get on the right side of the street with the dog here. Anyway, so Bitcoin has been the best performing asset in the entire world in the last 10 years, but obviously it hasn't been just a gradual upswing. And so if you think about it, think about every step on that ladder or on those stairs as $1,000. So right now we're at 68,000, which means we're 68 steps up on this staircase. Now, what everybody wants to do, which you got to avoid doing, but what everybody wants to do is they want to only look forward, and they want to always focus on the highest they've ever been on those stairs. And if that is what you do, then briefly, very briefly, when you have stood for a mere second on the 73rd step, which is the highest price Bitcoin has ever been, as far as whole numbers, it got to 73.6 or 73.8. So the highest it's ever been in whole numbers is 73,000. So any point below 73,000 feels low, because all you can think about is the fact that, well, we're at 68, but I remember we were at 73, and that's $5,000 lower. But what you got to do is look around and look behind you. We came from 0. Or think about back when we were on stair number 50 or stair number 60. And it's like, well, by that measure, we're actually doing great. And the same thing will be true in the future. As we climb these stairs, it will continue to be 5 steps forward, 3 steps back, another 1 step back, another 6 steps forward, another 2 steps back. And that is just the way it will always be. So, it's a good analogy. Obviously we're always sliding backwards a few stairs here, climbing up a few stairs here. And the thing you got to understand is zoom out, look at how far we've come, not where we are compared to the highest it's ever been, because we will continue to set new all-time highs. So the psychology will be such that if 73,000 is the highest whole number we've ever been, the same thing will happen. We will climb these stairs 1,000 at a time, and we will get to 80, and then we will slide back to 76. And everybody will be moping because we will be $4,000 down. And then we will climb up to 90,000 or 95,000, and we will slide back to 88,000. And everybody will be moping because Bitcoin is down. And what nobody seems to be able to do is to look behind them and say, wow, I remember when 73,000 was a record high and now we're up here at 88. And as long as you can do that and keep that perspective and zoom out, it's a lot easier to understand where we are. And it's a great opportunity. The farther we are behind the highest we've ever been is the greater the buying opportunity to buy Bitcoin on sale. So if we're at 68,000, great. That means you can buy Bitcoin for $5,000 per coin less than the highest it's ever been. So celebrate that and buy more if you can. And then just be patient, because investing is all about being patient for very long periods of time while everything just plays out. So big picture, Bitcoin's right on track, and I think we're in a great spot. And anyway, think about the stair analogy, focus on how far we've come. And if you feel bad because we're lower than the all-time high, that just means it's a great buying opportunity, and take advantage of it. So have a great night, everyone. Thanks.